So this is Lily. It's a ring-tailed lemur, and it's something that my children like to sleep with at as they go to bed. And sleep is a beautiful thing. Esri does not necessarily always think so, and he has made it interesting in the last couple of nights as far as sleep is concerned. Those of you that have small children or children who have special needs can understand this a lot better as well. But sleep is a beautiful commodity, and so I had a couple little jokes for you about sleep. Taller people sleep longer in bed. I slept in a tower once every 2 weeks. It's my fortnight. I fell asleep beside the kitchen sink with the plug out, and now I feel completely drained. Did you hear about the guy who put an alarm clock in his shoes so his feet didn't fall asleep? And finally, no, that's it. We'll stop there. The reality is that when it comes to sleep, I don't know how you guys are doing, but life is interesting, and with this whole shelter in place kind of thing going on, I'm curious to see if people are getting more sleep or less sleep. I've read a couple of studies on it, and it's kind of mixed, and so I'm curious with that. And as I was looking at sleep, there's a lot of things that keep us from the sleep that we need or the sleep that we want. And a lot of times it's because our hearts is racing, our hearts are just going. There's times that Vicky says, I lay down, but my mind is still going. And so it's tricky when it comes to sleep. Esri has two modes. He is either asleep or he is not asleep. So he'll go from like to all of a sudden and he's done. Which is a beautiful thing when he's done, but it's kind of a funny deal when it comes to that. And so what I thought about was it's not that Esri has a problem with peace, but a lot of times as youth, as an adults, we struggle when it comes to that peace thing. There's a verse in Isaiah 26:3. It says, He will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. God has peace for us, and this perfect peace. We say, man, I don't even know. There's just craziness going on in the world. There's just craziness. I sent my students some articles about some of the craziness going on. If you're curious, I can send you some as well. Some really crazy things happening when people get in these spots, these desperate spots we talked about the other day. But the verse that I thought of that came to my mind is in Psalms 4. I'm going to read it for you. It says, "Answer me when I call, O God of my righteousness. You have given me relief when I was in distress. Be gracious to me and hear my prayer. O men, how long shall my honor be turned to shame? How long will you love vain words and seek after lies? But know that the Lord has set apart the godly for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. Be angry and do not sin. Ponder on your own hearts and your own beds and be silent. Offer right sacrifices. Put your trust in the Lord. There are many who say, who will show us some good? Lift up the light of your face upon us, O Lord. You have put more joy in my heart than they have when their grain and wine abound. In peace I will both lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety." There's two things I want to point out. Well, three things. One, the first is look at the beginning. The very first part, he is saying, hey, there is trouble here. In fact, answer me, God. Give me relief and distress. Be gracious. Hey, God, like help. And as it progresses down, he starts saying, you got to trust God. And there's people say, hey, who's going to show us some good? Who is going to show us this good? Is it going to be the government? Is it going to be our neighbors? Is it going to be the people that we see online in the grocery store? Like, where is this good stuff coming from? And then it says in verse 7, you, Lord, are putting the joy in my heart more than those people that have all the stuff that they have. You put the joy in my heart. And the joy that comes from God is sustaining. It is fulfilling. It is everything that we need. And then that last verse, when it comes to that sleep, in peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone make me dwell in safety. I don't know how your sleep has been, but know that God is the one who can help us with the sleepless nights or the sleep that's just not being fulfilled. we need to be right with God, but God says, I got you. I want to help you be able to get the sleep that you need. All of us function better on more sleep. I tried explaining that to Ezra this morning at 5. He went down for an early nap, but it's good, and sleep is a good thing. Hope you guys are able to sleep, and hope you're able to trust God with whatever it is that's weighing on your mind today. He has answers, but more than that, he has his presence, that he'd love to be part of your life and have that relationship with you. Thanks, folks. See you next time. If there's a sleep joke you have, I'd love to hear that as well. And if there is, if you were sleeping more or less, you can tell me about that too. Anyway, take care.